Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on AI agents in Business Central, automating your sales and purchase workflow. So during the session, if you have any questions, you can type it on the chat window. And after the demonstration, we will start the Q&A session at the end of the webinar for about 10 to 15 minutes, where we will be answering your questions. Right. So. And my name is Prakash Krishnan. I'm heading Dynamics practice for Cetas Information Technology. I'm delighted to have you all joining us today for this webinar. And I take this opportunity to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Thiruvenkataprasad, with extensive experience in Business Central implementations, project delivery, and customer success. He will demonstrate how these AI agents work in real-world situations, business scenarios, and the value they can bring to your organization. Yeah. So before we get into the demonstration, I'd like to spend a minute talking about this particular slide to show the big picture behind what Microsoft is building with AI in Business Central. As you can see on the slide, AI in Business Central is much more than a single feature. It's not just a single feature, it's more than that. Microsoft is creating an entire AI-powered ecosystem consisting of Copilot capabilities, autonomous agents, which is our topic for the day, for this webinar, and Microsoft 365 Copilot, Power Platform, Copilot Studio, Azure AI Foundry, and custom AI solutions. So at the first level, if you look at this inner circle, we have Copilot experiences that help users be more productive through natural language interactions with the system, analyzing and summarizing your ERP data, and assisting on the decision-making process. So that's the inner circle talks about, which is the Copilot feature of Business Central, which is part of the Business Central solution, inbuilt solution. Yeah. If you look at the next evaluation is as agents, right? So unlike traditional automation where we will be integrating ERP with different third-party solutions through an API or a flat file-based automation, agents can understand business context, make decisions with defined boundaries, and execute business processes with minimal human intervention. So that's the core concept of these agents. So this is a significant shift in how ERP system operates in so far, right? So instead of users spending their time entering transaction and processing routine documents, AI agents can increasingly handle these repetitive tasks or activities, allowing teams or the users to focus more on customer service, business growth, and strategic decision making. So that's the end result. Yeah. So today's session focuses on two Microsoft's first pre-built agents, which is the sales order agent and the payable agent. So these are all our two agent area, which we are going to demonstrate. And of course, the third one is already released for US markets. It's called expense agent, which will handle expense management. And so these capabilities provide a glimpse into how AI will transform sales and purchasing processes in the near future. So that's the focus for the day. So to demonstrate these innovations and show how their practical business value, and I would like to hand over to Mr. Prasad, who will take us through the solution through a live demonstration. Over to you, Prasad.
Thanks for the introduction, Mr. Prakash. I'm able to connect with everyone to demonstrate and discuss the agents. And so to start with, let's talk about what the AI agent actually means, because this is a spectrum. Level 1 is what most people are already familiar with. AI agent as an AI as an assistant, where there are set of activities which, with the help of an AI assistant, a human can able to do it. And level 2 would be the human and agent teams. This is basically where an agent acts as a colleague and it can do a specific set of tasks. And the level third would be the human led and agent operated. That means a human can able to guide the agent the way it has to work, and it can work in the way which can ease out the process. So in today's demonstration, the sales order agent and the payable agents comes in level two, which we are going to demonstrate. And as in general, as Mr. Prakash also has previously mentioned, there are two types of agents which Business Central generally has. One is the built-in agents, where like a sales agent and the purchase agent, which are created to cater the specific need of an organization. So when we say sales and purchase, it might not cover the overall spectrum of the whole supply chain. Rather, it will focus on a single pain point of an organization, and it try to solve that problem. So that is the built-in agent. And Business Central has given us the option called as build your own agent, which is most likely the where you can take up the Business Central data and you can able to create your own agent for your business needs. So those are the two agent parts with Business Central has provided. And today's focus is on the sales order agent and the payable agent. On a higher level, the activities of the sales order agent, it's going to communicate with the customer. The main pain point it is going to solve is to when the customer asks for an inquiry, system can able to create a quotation automatically, send to the customer, and once the customer confirms the order, it is going to create an order in the Business Central. And as in payable agent, it is going to get the vendor invoices from the vendor directly as an email, and system is going to parse the activity, and a purchase invoice is going to be created in the system. So this two agents is what we are going to see it in the live demonstration today. So starting with the sales order agent. So as we have mentioned, the major pain point which it tries to automate is the inquiry system, where a customer can send an inquiry in a natural language prompt. They might not know the item number or they might not know the item name, but as a general natural text, they can able to send the request, and Business Central can able to understand it, and the agent can able to take it forward. So what we will do is we'll create a scenario where an email is being created by the customer. So I will open my email ID. Uh, so I will select the sorry. So I'll create a new email where it says I will send an email to my agent. So assume that this is a email ID which we have provided to the agent, and to which a customer will send a inquiry request. So I will mention a quote request. So and say, hi, I would like to have a quote for Ethan's desk. Ethan's desk is the item, and that's not the item number at all. It's a name of the particular item which customer just sends in a natural language for let's say 36 quantity. So yeah. So I will send this email. Yeah. So now a customer has sent an email, and while the system processes the email, let's see what happens in the background, so you can able to understand the process better. So now the customer has sent an email, and imagine that for a scenario when on a peak business days, you might get this kind of an inquiry from multiple customers, and they can be a registered customer or it can be an unregistered customers who wants to get connected with your organization. So all those emails will be coming onto the system, and there has to be someone has to respond to it on time. So that's what the system is going to do. And the second thing is, as it is a system is led by the AI, system is trying to understand and improve the accuracy. And also, as you know, each agent has their own learning curve. And once the process has been done and it's been done on a multiple times, system is going to get better on the, system is going to get better, and your results will be much more cleaner going forward. And the next thing is the seamless natural language interaction. So as we have mentioned, each customer's language might be different, and Business Central is now, the agent is now supporting the English language, and there are multiple languages which is going to get supported by which is in the roadmap as well. So users can able to talk with the agent in the language which they generally prefers. And the next is the customer responsiveness. So imagine a customer is asking for a quote, and we are going to send the quote within next 10 minutes. using the agent. So that is what it is going to happen. So under the hood, if you see, this all the activities which is going to happen. So system is trying to get the email, system will read the email, understands the email content, and the system will pass the email to the business central. And if there is any malicious or if there is any harmful content on the email, system automatically filters those out. And once the data has been extracted, business central will check whether this particular item is available in the inventory, and system can able to create a quotation for that. And I will show all this thing in the screen just now, so that I will tell about all about this so that you can able to relate it better. And once this email is being created, once the customer confirms the order quotation, an order also can be created in the system automatically. So all this process can be done in the system in the back end, and it just need a human intervention whenever it is being required. So so we'll go to the system. I will go to the business central screen now, and in the top, you can able to see this all the agents which has been created in the system. The SO is the sales order agent, and PA is the payable agent, and the other two agents are the internal agents which we have created for multiple different use cases. So this sales agent, I will open the sales agent. So now we have sent an email. Now it has been updated here, and the system has read the email, and you can able to see system is asking for you can able to read the email saying that there is a sales quote, and the new sales quote has been created. Would you want to review it for the 36 quantity? So I can click this review action. So system is saying that for this, there is a sales quote has been created for this particular customer. So do you still want to continue this? I will click continue. So what happens is a new sales quote will be created in the system, and this sales quote will be sent as an email to the customer also automatically. So it just takes few times to get it confirmed, and the email has to be triggered from the system. So basically, now the system is taking up the progress where system is trying to create a quotation, and system is trying to understand, read the quotation, and is going to create it. Is going to create an email in the system. So this is the original email, and there is a task in progress, which the sales code has been now created in the system, and this is the KPIs which you can see in the screen, where you can see that using this agent, there are 17 emails has been received, and there are 5 quotes have been created, and 5 orders have been created in the 5 orders have been created using this agent. And one thing about the KPI is the time saved on the email. So there are 1.5 hours has been saved on the emails, which generally takes 1.5 hours, which has been saved using the agent. And the next thing is on the time code. The time saved on the quotation is going to be 30 minutes. So let's check the messages one more time. So now I can go back to the email screen, which I can check. So just a second, maybe I will do this one more time so that it will be much more helpful. So I'll create a new email. Sending an email again to the system. Just want to show you the email responses, how it works, because it has already created an order. And I just want to show you that how the system can able to, read the email and can able to create the sales orders in the sales quotation in the system. So So just on that, system is trying to read the email. You will wait for some time to create system can able to read the email in the system. So now you can see there is the Business Central can reach the email and it is showing it in the running status so that an email is being read. So generally, as this is a webinar, we want to show you the overall flow as in a sequential manner. But however, if it is on your real-time scenario, you don't have to check the emails and have to see it every time where it is going to come automatically to your screen where you will be doing your activities on the background. And whenever you get the notification, you can go back and you can able to check the you can go back and you can able to check and take the necessary actions. And one more thing on the one more thing on the setup side, we can able to check. So this is the sales order agent. We have created the agent at cetastech.com is the designated inbox which we have created here for the system. And here we can able to set up the rules as well. Where we can mention if the message is from an already registered senders, whether we have to review it or not. This can be defined in the setup itself. And we can also mention if it is from unregistered sender, what we have to do. And we can mention if the item is not available in the inventory, whether we have to still send the quotation or we can skip the quotation. That is something which we can decide it as a company policy, and you can define it here in the system. And the next step is you can mention whether you want to review the code whenever it is being created, or you can able to parse the code automatically. So that also you can able to see it in the system. And the second thing is whether you want to create an order in the system directly. So Business Central gives you this option where you can able to define this kind of a step based on your organization policy. You can able to define it and you can able to send this to a customer. And the next step you can able to mention, and Business Central can able to read the data in the PDF, PNG, or a JPEG format. So those things also, those is also possible in the system. And whenever we send an automatic email to the customer, you can define your signature as well. So this is one of the ethical thing where the customer has to know we are sending a message through an AI. So you can able to define it also in the system. I'll open this. So yeah, so what I will do is I will show you the emails which system can able to generate from the screen. So basically, once the customer asks for the sales quotation, system can able to generate this email ID where it says on the same email thread where I have asked for the quotation, it can generate an email saying that this is the item you have requested and this is the total amount and this is the quotation is being required, and you can able to see the sales quote attached to it as well. So this is the sales code attached to it. You can able to check the sales code and you can able to attach the document we need. And once this code is being created in the system, we can able to respond to it saying that we want to confirm this as a order. So the sales agent, we can able to send an email saying that below quote is confirmed and kindly send the order confirmation. So again, what system do is system goes to the task and system can able to check what is available in the system and can able to generate the order confirmation automatically from the system. So this is the order confirmation where you can able to check. You can able to see the confirmation has been sent as an email, and you can able to mention what is the you can able to see the quantity and the price, and you can able to see the overall value. And the order confirmation can also be seen in the system. So this is the order confirmation, and this is the process where the sales agent can able to complete the code to an order stage in the using the email trigger itself. As we have created multiple codes and orders, system confirms that and creates an order in the system, but still this is the process which we can able to follow. And this is the sales order agent in the system. And This is the sales order agent in the system. And one more thing is the sales order agent can able to detect anomalies as well, where you can able to mention if there is any items which is not up, it is not available in the system, you can able to still skip it. That also can be detected in the system. So just to recap on what we have seen on the sales order agent. So the customer can send an inquiry to the system can able to read the item, can able to understand the item, create an sales quotation automatically to the screen, automatically to the customer. And once the customer confirms the order, they can able to create a sales order in the screen automatically. So this is the sales agent. So I will continue. I will continue with the purchase agent now. So I will close the sales agent. So this is the payable agent, which we are going to see now is the payable agent, which I will make it active so that we can able to start using it. So this payable agent is now ready available. So we will send an email. So while the system parse the data, we can able to check multiple other things. So this is for the now the vendor is going to send a purchase invoice to the system, where the purchase invoice will be read by the system, and purchase invoice is going to get created in the system. So I will just mention the purchase invoice. So I will show you the purchase invoice, which I am attaching it as well. So I'm sending an email to the agent. So now the email is being sent. Email is being sent. So this is the purchase invoice which I have attached, where you can see the vendor name, and you can able to see the organization, which your organization details, bill to customer, bill to address, and you can see the invoice number, invoice date, and the items which is mentioned in the purchase agent. So this is the typical purchase invoice which a vendor gives to us, using which a purchase invoice is going to get created in the system. So quickly we will cover the process of the purchase invoice as well. So what is happening in the back end. So generally, if you see, the major pain point of a payable team would be to calculate to create all the purchase invoices, manually enter that in the system, and create a purchase invoice in the system. So there are multiple possible cases where a purchase invoice can be missed, where there can be a case where the wrong item can be selected, wrong GL accounts can be selected. So those errors can be eliminated in the system, and there are possibilities where there can be multiple expenses which can be missed as well. So those things also can be can be missed, can be added onto the system. And the second thing is the process workflow. So let's say there is a payable agent, and the agent has defined the workflow, like how the organization has to treat the purchase invoice, whether the three-way matching has to be done, or the approval has to be done. So all those things can be made as a compliant, so that the business central can able to take that and can able to process it. And the three-way matching, as I was mentioning, Business Central supports this kind of the audit queries as well, where it can able to support the three-way matching in the purchase invoice. So this is what is going to happen in the backend, where you can where the purchase invoice document will be sent to the system. It will be sent to a designated email ID. So in our case, we are using this agent email ID, where the purchase invoice will be sent. And once the purchase invoice been sent, the OCR kicks in. It will extract the data from the purchase invoice. One of the good thing in Microsoft Payable Agent is you don't have to train the invoice. You don't have to tell the system where the invoice number is going to be, or where the invoice date is going to be. System understands that based on the caption, and based on the AOCR what they have, and system will extract extract the data, pass on to the system. And let's say if the vendor is not yet created in the system, he's a new vendor, and this is the first purchase we are going to do it. The vendor will be created in the system automatically. System will prompt us whether do we need to create a vendor in the system. So we can able to create a vendor, and a purchase invoice can be booked in the system. And the second thing is the having humans in the loop. So as purchase invoice is a transaction which involves financial impact would be there. There will be a human has to be in the loop to check and verify whether the purchase invoice is be properly created in the system. So so that's the thing where you can able to involve the humans whenever it is being necessary. And the next thing is purchase invoice draft can be created as an actual purchase invoice as well. So that is the process which is going to be happening in the back end. So we will go back to the Business Central screen and see yeah. So here, as I was mentioning in the payable agent, here we have a set of rules which can be defined in the payable agent as well, where we can able to mention the designated email account which the purchase invoices we are going to take. And we are going to see we can mention whether an human intervention is required for the document processing. This can be defined in the system as well. So now we have sent an invoice, the 10942, which is now showing for the review. I can open this. So system is reading the incoming message. Yeah. The system has opened me the purchase document draft. You can see this is not a purchase invoice page, where this is a document draft which is created in the system based on the OCR reading which a system has taken. And here, if I scroll down, you can able to see the line items which has been extracted from the system is being updated as well, with the updated quantity and the unit price. So here you can also check how this data is being extracted in the system. So here you can see the extracted data. So whatever the purchase invoices data which is being extracted using the OCR system, you can able to check that here. So this is all the data which the OCR has taken, and the system works on the item reference code method, where if the item reference code is available, that will be updated, and item description also will be checked. So there is no single parameters, as AI is being using multiple parameters to do this activity. And here there is an option where I can able to do the order matching as well. So let's say for this particular purchase line, if I want to match the order against the purchase order, I can still do that. Or if I want to create a purchase invoice directly, I can able to proceed with that. So that is possible. And also system is understanding the values from history. That means previously whether this item description has been updated, if it is been done against which item number, all those things can be the system can able to read from the previous data and can able to provide this previous data and can able to provide a valuable feedback. So now as the purchase in the draft has been created in the system, so what we can do is we can give continue, so that purchase invoice can be. So I understand I have reviewed the document draft looks okay, so I want to create a purchase invoice in the system. So I will give continue, so automatically a purchase invoice will be created in the system. So system is reading the activity where you can able to check system can able to check the system can able to create a purchase invoice from the system as well. So using this process, this kind of an automates the overall payable accounts payable team's work, where you can able to define it. And this is for the items we are showing it to you in the webinar now. And similarly for us, service invoices. So let's say there are service invoices which business needs to be posted, and it will be posted automatically in the system. So those service invoices can be added on that can be processed in the payable agent as well. And those service invoice GL accounts will be automatically fetched based on the previous transactions and based on the guidelines which we are going to provide on the registered accounts. So ideally your business central can able to capture the system can able to capture your service as well as the item purchase orders, purchase invoices. And on the deduction side, system can able to check. So let's say we have matching the purchase invoice against a purchase order, And if there is any, if you want to have Business Central stops it, if you are not doing the GRN and creating a purchase invoice, system will able to stop it and say the GRN is not yet completed, then only can able to proceed with the invoice. And if the purchase invoice has been automatically created, if the purchase invoice number has been auto created in the system, that also system can able to find, and system can able to system can able to stop those activities as well. So these are the things which system can able to create it in the system, and system can able to create it and create it in the system, and system can able to update you onto the transactions. So the finalized demo draft is being created now. So we will open that. So this is the purchase invoice, which this is the purchase invoice screen. You can see the first one which we opened is a document draft screen. So here the same, the value for the two items, the purchase invoice is now created in the system, which you can able to post the transactions from the screen. And so this is the sales agent and the payable agent, which we have demonstrated here. So just to recap the complete agent one more time. So today's demo, we have demonstrated you the sales agent and the payable agent. And sales agent works in a way that it can, like, whenever you have an inquiry, system can able to read the inquiry. It can able to create a sales quote automatically and send an email. From there, a sales order can be created in the system. So this is the option for, this is the functionality for the this is the functionality for the sales agent. And for the payable agent, vendor can able to send you the vendor invoices, and the invoices can be passed and it can be created as a purchase invoice in the system. So these two are the agents which we want to cover in today's session. And yeah, so this is the overall demo.
So that's the two standard agent, built-in agent, which is available in most of the regions. So we want to cover today. And as I mentioned, there is third agent is already released for US markets. It's called expense management. And the complete expense management model is also introduced within Business Central. And probably in the next webinar, we will be covering that as well. Yeah. So before we get into Q&A session, we would like to talk about our organization, about Cetas. So we are here in this Dynamics business for last 16 years. We started in 2010, and we have 160 plus team members focusing more on Dynamics. We deal with only Microsoft Business Application and ERP and CRM solutions and Power Platform. And we have 16 plus, of course, 19 is the count today. Add-ons already published on the Microsoft Marketplace, which is earlier called as AppSource. And we serve more than 300 customers around the globe. So, and we are also leading ISV partner. And we have published many of our applications in the Microsoft Marketplace. So this slide talks about what are the add-on solutions which is built for Business Central, of course, for the other CRM and content application as well. So as I mentioned before, we have about 19 apps that are published on the Microsoft Marketplace. Yeah, so that's a quick intro about Cetas. Now we can get into Q&A session. I guess most of the questions I have answered through the chat. Of course, I am happy to go through that again, or if you have any other questions, you can please type it on your chat. We are happy to answer. There is a question from Kritika, how extend we can go with the customization? Do we have 100% customization possible? See, so far, the two built-in agents, we don't have options to modify that. That works by default. But Microsoft has given the option to build the custom agents. So we can do that using the custom agent option. So that's a possibility. The next question from Mr. Ravi is how the process of matching GRN with the invoice is managed by AI agent. So basically, it handles three-way matches. When the purchase order number is mentioned by the supplier or the vendor on their invoice, it goes back and traces the purchase order and compares with the received quantities, and you can do the matching and you can verify before the purchase invoice get posted. So that three-way matching is pretty much handled by the payable agent. The next question is payable agent available for all region? Yes, as you said, the sales agent, which is the first one, which is available for all the countries. Payable agent is slowly introduced in other regions as well. Hopefully by next couple of months, if the payable agent is not available, you will be getting it. If the PO number is missing, then we have to manually match it. You can go back to the purchase orders, list of purchase orders, and you can match it. Still, matching is possible, but system will not automatically detect and match, which requires some manual intervention. Agent can able to perform posting of invoices, conversion of posted documents. So built-in agents can create the document alone. The further posting can be automated through workflows or job queue. So that is something I can suggest you as a workaround solution, but standard agents doesn't post it automatically. Next question is how the system is ensuring accuracy of processing. Is there any exception reporting available? Exception report is not something available by default. You always, wherever there is a AI work, so there is always human in the loop, right? So that's why the review system, we have to review the document before it gets moved to the next stage. And the accuracy of processing, it's based on how much of transaction we are training the system. So for example, if you are getting the first time, the accuracy may be slightly low. But if you keep receiving the invoices from the same vendor again and again, system gets trained automatically and the accuracy will be more. So that's the usual AI accuracy level. So can payable agent pattern be extended to scanned delivery dockets, extracting supplier PO number, one PO lines, and creating a draft GRN purchase receipt using review before posting? So basically, this both sales order agent and payable agent are built-in capability, which is focused for a specific set of workflows. If you need something else, you want to add something additionally, like attaching the delivery dockets, or you want to create the GRN, all those things can be achieved through automation of using Azure Document AI. So there is Azure Document AI and Azure Content Management capabilities, which can be built in or integrated with Business Central. Of course, when I say integration, it's a native integration. Through API, we can integrate and we can create even the GRN. That's something possible. For an instance, I would like to share our experience. So we have a construction vertical where the customer, one of our customer they are the human resource suppliers. So they are supplying to the larger construction companies where they will be getting timesheets through email or Excel file. So using that email and Excel file, the same way how the agent handles the sales order and purchase invoices, we can read the file, the timesheet file, and we have created the timesheet entries in the system. So similarly, using Azure Document AI or Azure Content Management, we can actually achieve any additional use cases if you have. Yeah, so the record link, don't worry. So definitely we will be uploading this entire webinar recordings into our YouTube channel. You can read that. I hope I have answered all the questions raised so far. If you have any questions, please feel free to type it in chat window. We are happy to answer. So this is our contact us page where you can find our the coordinates, phone number and other email address. And thank you all for joining us today. We hope this session has provided valuable insights into the future of Business Central, not only AI agents. So if you would like to discuss how these capabilities can benefit your organization, either you are using Dynamics Nav, early versions of Dynamics Nav, or you have a GP and you are planning to migrate to Business Central, or you are already using Business Central, you would like to work with us, our team will be happy to connect with you. There is a last question we'd like to address before we end the session. Archive of sales order and purchase order, can it be restricted using any customizations? Yeah. So as you rightly said, it is not related to the session, but of course, that can be done through a customization. That's something possible. Definitely possible. Okay. So once again, thank you all. Have a great day. And we look forward to engaging with you again soon. Thank you. Thank you all.